One of the biggest draws to a Super Bowl, of course, is the halftime show, which is always polarizing. Some people love it, some people don't. Last night it was Kendrick Lamar, but he was the only one performing.
Sure, there's also the national anthem and then other pregame music as well, which I thought was all very, very good. Yeah. Here to talk about this on Music Monday is Tony Kurre.
Yes.
Good morning.
I think there's been a tossing or a handing over of the baton, if you will. My 12-year-old daughter last night knew more songs at the halftime show than I did.
Yeah.
And of course, she's like, SZA! And I'm like, are you okay? She's like, it's SZA! And I'm like, I have no clue who SZA. I knew who Kendrick Lamar is. I know some of his music, but just over the last 3 or 4 years, I mean,
yeah.
But I'm not.
If it's not what you listen to, then yeah.
You got to think if your parents were watching some of our modern acts perform at halftime, it was the same situation they were going through. It wasn't what they knew. Yeah, they're trying to get a younger audience.
Andy Williams used to do the halftime show. Yes. George Burns.
I did not know that.
George Burns was a halftime show at one point in the Super Bowl. So yeah, but I welcome it. It's what they're going after, and I thought the show, and musically and artistically speaking last night, I thought it was excellent. I went open-minded into it, even though I didn't know a lot of his music, but I thought it was fantastic.
And I heard from some Kendrick Lamar fans who felt like they were even a little bit underwhelmed by the entire performance. But again, to each their own, and you know what you think.
Well, and the whole "Not Like Us" thing, you know, obviously he just won a Grammy and a record for that just last week. That was the thing that everyone was wondering if, in fact, he was going to play that song, he was going to sing that song, and of course Samuel Jackson came out and said, you can't do that, this, that, and the other, and then of course Serena Williams there, who of course dated Drake. And
but if you didn't know any of that, you were very confused, and if you didn't follow that story.
But the majority of people who watched that show, Janice, knew that.
Yeah, they did.
They knew
and
about
they were
it.
anticipating, is he or is he not? And of course that's related to his feud with Drake and the legal ramifications of what's going on with that.
Knew about it. But
yeah.
I can be honest with you, while I'm not a hip-hop guy, and this is the first solo hip-hop artist ever to play, first rapper solo to do a halftime show, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I can't believe it. My daughter's like, you don't have to say that, Dad, just to be friends with me. I was like, no, I really enjoy the artistic aspects of it because I'm a programming kind of guy. I like to see what's going on in the peripheral and how they're putting the lighting and stuff like that. And I thought it was really, really good. It was really long. It felt really long.
But you know what? I think the Super Bowl, if they really want to get it right, just my opinion, if you're trying to cater, if you want all genres to be happy with this halftime performance, do it like a city stages. Yep. Like, you know, one genre performs there, another there, another there, another there. You're not paying them anything anyway, right?
I think they did that one year, so they had different artists.
Bruno Mars did it.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like I thought Bruno Mars could do it every year and just have Bruno's friends.
That's true.
Kind of like Ringo Starr's All-Star
Band.
Band. Just have a bunch of different guys. I'd love to see a Billy Joel. I'd love to see Bruce Springsteen. There's still some guys out there that can still get after it. I'd love to see it happen.
So John Batiste doing the national anthem. Of course, it took on a New Orleans flair, and I wasn't sure about that at first, but I ended up really loving it, and knowing that's why it was being done that way.
Right, and I think Lauren Daigle, same thing. She put a Louisiana, because she's a Louisiana native as well.
She was with Trombone Shorty doing that.
And her performance, as you see her there, was she called a little bit of a vindication, because you might recall in 2020, the mayor of New Orleans wanted her banned from playing in the Rockin' New Year's Eve because she protested the COVID-19 restrictions at places of worship.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I thought that was fantastic as well. Some people just don't like the national anthem screwed with.
Yeah, they want it the standard way.
They want it standard. They just want it.
Well, Whitney Houston is most people's standard.
Yeah, but I thought that was great too last night.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Tony Kurre, longtime DJ. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, back in a moment.